What's up, you guys? Michael here. Today we're going to talk about the 5 best credit cards of 2020. Now, first of all, using a credit card can be a great way to establish some credit history, especially if you don't have any previous credit history. And this will help you guys finance a house or get a loan for a car or whatever other type of loans that you may need in the future. The lender is going to look at your credit history. So a great way to establish this with a very low barrier to entry is to apply for a credit card. But what credit cards are best suited for you and why? So we're going to get right into that. But first, of course, guys, please don't forget to like and subscribe below. I genuinely appreciate everybody that has subscribed so far. Now, with everything going on in the world with the coronavirus, 2020 has been quite a different year. And how does that affect your spending habits? Right? Most of you are probably sitting at home doing most of your purchases online and doing different shopping online, getting food delivered to you. And maybe driving to regional vacations is not as much flying, so maybe travel points aren't important anymore. We do know this, that cash is king. So ultimately, what are the best credit cards that could put money back in your pocket today and in the days moving forward? Typically, you'll see rewards in the form of cashback, which is typically redeemed as a credit to your balance every month. Or you'll see a lot of credit cards do travel points or points in different categories that you can go back and spend on and have discounted purchases, all sorts of random things. But I really do truly believe that a good old-fashioned cashback card is probably the best card to use in 2020. So let's get into the top 5 cards I would recommend looking into today. Credit card number 5 on my list is the Discover It Cashback Card. Now, if you guys have a lot of purchases to make in the next 12 months, especially maybe right around the holidays, or you have some bigger purchases coming up, you're furnishing a new house that you're moving into, whatever it may be, they have one of the best intro offers I've seen if you plan on spending a good chunk of money over the next 12 months. That intro offer is an unlimited cashback match. So at the end of that first year, they will actually match dollar for dollar the amount of cashback you earned and pay it out at the end of those first 12 months. So if you guys like rotating categories, this card also may be right for you. They offer 5% cash back. That's $5 back in your pocket for every $100 spent, but the categories rotate every quarter. So one quarter it might be Amazon, the next quarter it might be gas, the next quarter might be groceries. And there's one caveat to this if you look at the fine print, and that is that there is a cap. So the quarterly cap that you can earn 5% back on is $1,500 per quarter. 5% on $1,500 is $75 cash back. And for all other purchases that you make throughout the year, they will give you a 1% cash back. So that's $1 per $100 spent. Now, this card is great if you plan on spending a lot of money during the first 12 months of having the card and you are interested in spending in those specific quarterly buckets. Card number 4. The American Express Blue Cash Preferred Card, and this is a card that I have personally. Now, there is an annual fee, but don't let that scare you away. The first year is free, and then every year after that, once a year, you're responsible for paying a $95 membership fee. Double check before signing up for this card for that first year free, because they typically run introductory promotions, and right now they have a promotion going on until mid-December of 2020. Now, this card also provides a great intro as well. If you do plan on spending some money during the holidays, if you spend $3,000 within the first 6 months of having the card, they will credit back $300 to your account, which is 10% back on that first $3,000 spent. Now, there are really 2 factors to determine if this card is right for you. Number 1 is if you order a lot of groceries and cook at home. This card isn't particularly great for those who spend most of their money eating out versus cooking at home because they offer 6% back on US grocery store purchases. 6% is almost unheard of. That is probably the biggest benefit of having this card is getting 6% back at all US grocery stores. But again, check the fine print caveat. They do cap it at $6,000 per year. And then after you spend $6,000 at grocery stores, they bring it back to just 1% until the year starts over again. Now, if you guys plan on spending around $6,000 or more at the grocery store, definitely look into this card because 6% back on $6,000 is $360 back in your pocket. Benefit number 2 is 3% back at US gas stations and transit. Now, transit can be anything from parking, taxis, ride shares, and things of that nature. Now, on all other purchases, you will earn a net 1% back on every dollar that you spend. So this card is definitely right for you if you plan on spending a lot of money at the grocery store and drive around a lot because you get 3% back on US gas stations and again, 6% back at the grocery store. Credit card number 3, the PayPal Cashback Mastercard. Now, there's no sign-up bonus or benefit for signing up or spending a certain amount of money in the first couple months, but there is no annual fee and you get a flat, unlimited 2% back on all of your purchases throughout every year. The only drawback I would consider is that you have to set up a PayPal account. Many of you watching may or may not have a PayPal account, but it's completely free to set up and it only takes a few minutes to do so. So for every $100 you spend, you get $2 back in your pocket. The credit card number 2 is the Citi DoubleCash card. Similarly to the PayPal card, there is no annual fee here, but you get a net 2% back on every purchase you make, no category buckets. You get 1% back on when you make the purchase, and then you get the other 1% back when you actually pay the balance. So this card's right for you if you don't spend a ton of money in one category like shopping at the grocery store versus shopping online, and you just want a nice, easy, don't have to think about it. I get a nice flat 2% back on all my purchases. Credit card number 1, and this is possibly one of the best credit cards of all time, especially during year 2020 during the coronavirus pandemic when we're all stuck at home doing the majority of our shopping online as if you weren't already doing that before. And you do a lot of eating out and ordering food online from restaurants and things like that. So drum roll please, the number 1 credit card I recommend is the Amazon Prime Visa Signature Card. If you already have an Amazon Prime membership, which millions and millions and millions of Americans already do, there is absolutely no annual fee. It's included in your Prime membership, and you get a whopping 5% cash back on net all of your purchases on Amazon, 5% back in your pocket. Let me say that again for the people in the back. 5% back on all online shopping. Has anybody else seen the video on Shoppers Math? You could make so much money by spending money on this card. Now, if you guys live near a Whole Foods, you can actually order Whole Foods through your Amazon Prime account, get 5% back and have it delivered to your door. Additionally, you get 2% back at restaurants, gas stations, and drugstores. And in typical fashion, you get 1% back on all other net purchases. Now, there is no earnings cap on this, guys, so you can spend as much money as you want on Amazon, especially around the holidays. You can get 5% back on net purchases on Amazon. That's crazy. If you guys spend $1,000 on Amazon's website, you're gonna get $50 back in cashback credit. Now, $50 goes a long way, especially at Starbucks. You can get 10 pumpkin spice lattes, and not only that, you're gonna get 2% back from spending money on your Amazon card at Starbucks. So there you have it, folks. Those are the top 5 credit cards, at least in my opinion, for year 2020. Please don't forget to drop your comments below, and also, if you got something out of this video, hit the like button, helps with the YouTube algorithm, and please do subscribe to my channel. I hope you guys get value in future content that I put out there as well.